Get into this news, man. As you can see here, confirmed today by Fabrizio Romano, Arsenal presented long-term proposal to Riccardo Calafiori after interest revealed last week. Understand players open to joining Arsenal if they can agree terms with Bologna. Chelsea is still there, so Chelsea and Arsenal seem to be the two main clubs in for him. And yeah, as Fabrizio said at the bottom, Arsenal and Chelsea are the only two clubs in talks right now for him. There is probably interest. There's interest from Juventus, but they're not in talks with him. It's only Arsenal and Chelsea who actually in talks with him. Now, where do we start this? Where do we start this, man? Let's start with this. Okay, this would be for me a fantastic signing, people. This would be, and I'm biased aside, people. I'm not saying this because I'm half Italian, yeah, and I watch this guy play, of course, quite often, yeah. Biased aside completely, this guy would be a fantastic signing, people. He fits. We need a defender. We know that. This guy would be the perfect defender for me to bring him. Yeah, 100% for me to bring him because number one, the guy has got the versatility. As the people want to use a buzzword, versatility, the guy's got versatility at the end of the day. The guy can play left back. The guy can play centre back. The guy could probably play in CDM the way how he plays his game, people. Yeah. So we could play this guy left back. We could play him centre back. He can play in different formations and different systems. He can play in a back three, a back four, a back five. He's shown it with of course, Italia, and he's shown it with Bologna as well. He's played left back at Bologna. He's played centre back at Bologna. He's played in the back three with Italia. So he's a player that I understand why we're looking at him because that's what Arteta loves. And Edu loves. They love a player with a bit of versatility. That's why we got Jurien Timber in. So I think that's one of the main reasons why we're looking at this guy is because we want a defender to come in who can play centre back and can fill in different areas. Because if you look at all of Arteta's sort of defensive signings and what he's done with them, is he gets players in who are just who can play different positions. Like Tommy Yasu, for example, we signed for Bologna. He can play left back, centre back, right back. Timber, left back, centre back, right back. Kivior, he's played him left back and it worked well for him, and he played him centre back as well. So it's been you clearly see our Arteta loves a bit of versatility, just so he wants some more depth there, of course. So I think that's one of the main reasons why we are looking at this guy. He can be very, very versatile, very, very. Now, the ability wise of this guy, I'm going to say it here right now, yeah. People think, oh, he's overhyped, all this stuff. Oh, we scored an own goal in the Euros. Oh, hold on a minute. Have we got bipolar actually? Because didn't William Saliba score an own goal against Leicester City when we beat them 4-2? But you wasn't calling him overhyped, were you? So where's the same energy? So William Saliba scored an own goal against Leicester City when we won the game 4-2. Probably worse than the own goal that Calafiori scored against Spain. Yeah, people want to go off an own goal. Jeez, man. But look, listen, this guy, he gets compared to Maldini for a reason. I ain't getting overhyped. He's not Maldini. He's not the next Maldini, but he has very, very similar attributes, very similar qualities to what Maldini had. It's true. Like watching this guy play, right? He's got to be, in my opinion, one of the highest, sort of top best ball playing centre backs out there in Europe last season, 100%. The way how this guy receives the ball and very number one, he's sort of composure on the ball. He reminds you of sort of like William Saliba. We see how good Saliba is when he gets the ball. He's so composed. Like this is the same with someone like Calafiori. The way how he reads the game, is just his game IQ is up here, man. It is fantastic, and even when going forward as well, that's why he can play left back. He got 6 assists last season, like 5-6 assists last season as a defender, people. And he was playing majority of the season as a centre back, but he's going forward and getting assists. He scored a few banners because he goes forward. He loves to go forward. As I said, he's that type of player that will get the ball, build. What we need, because we know Arteta wants to play out from the back. We know the way how Arsenal play out from the back. This guy's so used to it. This guy's so used to it playing at Bologna. This guy's proved it already at Bologna that he fits everything that we need in a defender. All right. I watch this guy, yeah. And listen, I don't watch Bologna week in, week out, yeah, last season. But I watched him when I play against Juventus. I watched him when I play against the big teams like Napoli, of course. Bologna absolutely bossed it against Napoli, yeah. And people talking about Victor Osimhen, yeah. People talking about let's sign Victor Osimhen, and I rate Victor Osimhen. Don't get it twisted as well. But watch Calafiori's performance against Victor Osimhen. Completely bullied him. When Bologna won 2-0 towards the end of the season, Osimhen against Calafiori. Look what happened. Calafiori absolutely bullied him. He bullied him. Calafiori bossed it against Osimhen, yeah? This is one of the strikers that we're looking at. This is one of the strikers that's labelled with a 150 mil price tag or something. Calafiori bossed it against Osimhen, man. And even in the Euros for us, yeah, he was our best player. He was one of our best players, man. We missed him when we played against Switzerland because he got suspended, yeah? Yeah, he scored an own goal against Spain, but people don't watch the full game to realize he was one of our best players against that Spain game. He's one of our best players against Albania. Like this guy was one of our best. I don't know we were shit, but he was one of our best players in the Euros. The way how he stood out, just everything about this guy. He's just a typical Italian defender. There's a thing with me though, yeah. There's a few things with it still. We seem to be the main runners in for it. We seem to be in the pole position. We've actually opened a proposal. We've actually gone for a bid. I think it's around 55. I think it's 45 million would be the price tag for this guy. But then at the same time, it's down to the player end of the day. The player, as Fabrizio said there, would want to come to Arsenal. So there'll be no issue with the personal terms. Personal terms wouldn't be an issue for a player like Riccardo Calafiori. I've just got, you got Chelsea in there as well. We know what happens when Arsenal come against Chelsea. I'm just going off recent history, guys. Yeah, we know what happens when Arsenal go against Chelsea in the transfer window. It never really ends well for us. Let's just be real with it, people. Yeah, I understand. We got Champions League football. He wants to play Champions League football. Come to Arsenal. We're bigger than Chelsea. Come to Arsenal. Yeah, but again, it was the same. I keep going back to the Mudryk situation. It's the same, certain amount of money that Shakhtar won, and we wasn't up for that. Chelsea were up for that, and that's what they can do. And then another factor is as well, if he wants to stay in Italy with Juventus, because Juventus are interested apparently, but we're Arsenal and Chelsea are only two clubs like actually going in for talks. Juventus not going in for talks yet, but you have to look at this as well. If he wants to stay in Italy, but which we know most Italians do like staying in Italy, we know most Italians don't really come over to the Premier League. Very rarely do we see many Italians in the Premier League. I think if I look into our squad right now, I think there's about 3 Italians who play in the Premier League. Jorginho, Udoci, I can't remember who else. Not a lot. But that's what I'm saying. Not many Italians come to the Premier League. You got to look at Juventus' situation. Who's their manager? Look at their manager. Look how successful he was last season with Bologna. Got in Champions League football. Calafiori played a major part in that as well. He has a great relationship with the manager. Of course, Thiago Motta we're talking about, who's now at Juventus. And, they're a team that are interested in him. And if he wants, with all due respect, Juventus are massive compared to Bologna. If he wants to go to Juventus to play on his former manager, which he was so successful with, you already have that trust there already. He may well do that. We don't know yet, to be honest. But it's very positive signs, I would say that. And this type of something that does, I'll say you be excited. This is type of something that does excite me. No, I'm not saying that because I'm using my bias, yeah, maybe a bit. But no, just watching this guy, he's brilliant, man. He will come in. You know what? It'd be interesting to see what we do with him as well, because we know we need a left back. Play this guy left back, man. Play this guy left back. Get Zinchenko out of this team, right? Have Kiwior as squad depth or whatever. But put this guy straight into left back. For me, he walks into left back. Yes, I know about Yuri and Timber. This is what's going to be interesting to see for us. But what we're going to have is extremely good squad depth in defense for once. We're going to have really good squad depth because I don't see him in centre back where his main position is, unless we go to a back three, which is very unlikely. I don't know. Who knows? I'm not Arteta. I don't know what Arteta's thinking right now. I don't know what Arteta's cooking. He may go with a back three and play Gabriel Saliba and Calafiori with wing backs, but I don't see him doing that because it's not really how we played last season. Yeah, we'll play a back four. Yeah, we'll probably go with the same formation as we did last season. Yeah, so if that's the case, Calafiori, you're not good as Saliba and Gabriel will be the 2 centre backs. Yeah, because based on, for me, how They was two of the best centre backs in Europe last season as a pairing. You should not break that up at all. You should not break that up. So the place there for Calafiori is left back. And who's that left back? I mean, we was playing Kivior there, we was playing Zinchenko there. Get them out, man. Get this guy left back. Ben White right back, but then you got Urin Timber back. So it'll be interesting to see what he does because again, could we see Timber play left back because Arteta played him, in the inverted, sort of when he first came into Arsenal, he's always playing even in the friendlies against Nottingham Forest and the Community Shield, he was left back. Even when Ben White was not even in the team, he was left back. Could he do that? It's just, I don't know, man. But what I will say is the price tag, 45 million. I'm taking that all day long. Yeah, I think we need a defender. Get this guy in right now, man. Don't even care, people. People want to talk about Prem proven, yeah. I'll tell you something now. This guy's already proven it on the big stage already. I don't even care. Yeah, he's a major part of why Bologna got Champions League football last season. People are talking about, Osimhen. Mate, he bullied Osimhen, yeah. I watched him against Juventus. He bullied Vlahovic. I watched him against Osimhen. Bullied Napoli. He bullied Osimhen. And I rate Osimhen. I think he's a quality striker. I'll take him at Arsenal. Of course I would. But this guy has done it. Yeah, this guy's done it. Don't let an own goal fool you, people. Yeah, because William Saliba scored an own goal against Leicester, and people, what were you saying? Oh, he's overhyped there. No, you wasn't. So at the end of the day, humble for this still, man. But let us know your guys' thoughts about this. Let me go through people's comments as well. Sykes says, go inside Anderson from Crystal Palace. He has so much more league